Welcome to the WBC Arena, and what an atmosphere we have here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got...
Terrence "Bud" Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence "Bud" Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all.
All right.
We'll find out when the first bell goes.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Swing and a miss with that jab. That uppercut's blocked. There is not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Nope, that hook won't score. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. Nice defense on that jab. He parries away that left hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knock.
Get your focus back. Get that.
There's the bell for round 2. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're gonna punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Those counter punches have to hurt. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Better than this, kid. Go back out.
The bell rings and we start the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He blocks the uppercut. Good defense there to stop that hook.
Take it away from him. Don't give him a shot back.
Their jab just got blocked. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. It's all offense all the time. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like...
Get back out there and win the round.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight, not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
Straight right just misses. Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Crawford in trouble. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn.
Go out there and win this next.
Back into the fray here in round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's gonna come out and put the pressure on. He's gonna throw the kitchen sink at you. You gotta be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's gonna try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. They threw the hook, it didn't land. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
They both want the knockout. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
Great work. Stay focused.
There's the bell to start round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. Blocks that jab. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Oh my God, Johnny! We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. And right back into the fray.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The jab can't find a home. They block that jab. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
That was a tougher fight, and he's good work. That's it now.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're gonna find out.
Nice counter. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. A big heavy blow, and Saul is down. And you can see here on the replay a perfect body shot, and he dropped like a loose suit.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.